The U.S. Treasury Department earlier this week announced new sanctions on Chinese and Russian entities that help fund and facilitate North Korea's nuclear and ballistic missile programs. Coupled with the United Nations Security Council resolution passed earlier this month, the sanctions are intended to further isolate companies and individuals outside of North Korea that provide key support to Pyongyang's nuclear ambitions. Robert Manning, a senior fellow at the Atlantic Council, has suggested that people are wrong to argue the latest round of sanctions will be ineffective because earlier measures have been comparatively mild. He said, "These new, increasingly comprehensive sanctions, ending North Korea's access to the international financial system and cutting off sources of hard currency, as was done to Iran, have not been tried. Such actions could lead Pyongyang to rethink its nuclear program." Mr. Manning, however, was keen to stress that it would take time for the sanctions to deliver success for the Trump administration. Photographs show guides giving tours of museums which feature destroyed American tanks and planes from the Korean War. Other pictures show statues and monuments dedicated to the military might of North Korea, despite the fact that its reckless spending on the military has left many of its people starving. He said, "The irony is that while Trump has rejected Obama's policy of strategic patience, it will take time, perhaps 12 to 15 months, for these efforts to bear fruit. Where Obama was largely waiting out Pyongyang and doing little to squeeze them, Trump's pressure tactics could bite, but require that same strategic patience." But Mr. Manning also argued that the latest sanctions would not hit China hard, claiming that no major Chinese banks or companies have been targeted yet. He said, "This will have no significant impact on China's overall national economy. It is something that President Xi Jinping can live with." U.S. President Donald Trump has repeatedly called on China to put more pressure on North Korea. Beijing provides a key lifeline for the North Korean economy as it accounts for roughly 85% of Pyongyang's imports, according to UN data.